are indigenous people? Indigenous people are distinct social and cultural groups that share collective ancestral ties to the lands and natural resources where they live, occupy, or from which they have been displaced. A common geographical distinction is often made between Igorot on Luzon and Lumad in Mindanao, with others in Luzon and Visayas using their collective name such as the Manobo and Mangyan. 10 upland tribal groups in Luzon have been identified: the Ifugao, Buntok, Kankanay, Ibaloy, Kalinga, Lingian, Isneg, Gadang, Ilongot, and Negrito. The Lumad tribal groupings of Mindanao include Bagobo, Gulanga, Mamanwa, Mangguangan, Mandaya, Banwaon, Bukidnon, Dulangan, Kalagan, Kulaman, Manobo, Subanon, Tagabili, Takakaulo, Talandig, and Tiruray or Tiduray. As a monitoring platform, the Commission on Human Rights or CHR convenes 3 partnership mechanisms through the IPHRO, interagency within government, civil society, and indigenous people partnerships. This effort is propelled by the need for a more independent, efficient, in the context of streamlining coordination for the common advocacy of fully realizing indigenous people's rights. Through the Indigenous Peoples' Rights Act of 1997 or RA number 8371, an act to recognize, protect, and promote the rights of indigenous cultural communities or indigenous peoples, creating a National Commission on Indigenous Peoples, establishing implementing mechanisms, appropriating funds therefor, and for other purposes. Through the Indigenous Peoples' Rights Act of 1997 or RA number 8371, an act to recognize, protect, and promote the rights of indigenous cultural communities or indigenous people, creating a National Commission on Indigenous Peoples, establishing implementing mechanisms, appropriating funds therefor, and for other purposes. The Philippines recognized 4 bundles of interdependent rights, namely rights to ancestral domains, rights to self-governance and empowerment, social justice and human rights, and cultural integrity.